Every so often, an event comes along so rare that it shocks us to our very core, combining entertainment, intricate knowledge, charisma, and devilishly good looks.
Boring!
Man, shut up and talk hoops. All right.
Episode 2, motherfucker.
Welcome back. Old Head Hoops.
Let's go.
Now, if you're here, it means either the algorithm has brought you here, which, awesome, thank fuck for that.
Thank you,
Or-
algorithm.
You've listened to the first one,
And you loved it.
and you loved it. And you've subscribed and liked and done all of those things that you need to do with the algorithm.
Welcome on board.
Yeah, to make sure that this thing keeps going. I didn't realize until I started researching all of this shit how much the algorithm matters. If you don't like and subscribe, we will not get found. We will not get bigger. And I will not be able to keep producing these things at the cost of everything that I've had to shell out to make it look as half decent as it does.
Money well spent, though.
So we really rely on people, word of mouth. If anybody loves basketball,
Jump on board
yeah, do it. Absolutely. And
and get involved. We'd love to hear from you.
yep, we do have an email account. I'm going to retrospectively put that in the first episode. It's oldheadhoopspod@gmail.com. So that's all lowercase, oldheadhoopspod@gmail.com. And the idea is down the track, if we get enough people writing in, then, well, not only are we going to obviously respond, but we're going to try and include entire episodes of just mailbags.
Sweet.
And at the very least, just do segments.
Yep.
So yeah,
Would love the feedback.
Get
And
in.
Don't be too precious. We are big, tough, and ugly. We can take it. So
absolutely.
come at us.
Absolutely. All right. Well, I thought this episode, just a heads up, we'll take a step back here. This episode is going to be the top 10 list. The top 10 players, not of all time, not a top 10 player list of the best players. This is a top 10 player list of players that we have loved to watch, that we have seen with our own eyes.
So the metrics are, it's not about their necessarily achievements, just the eye test on how they played the game, and we love the way they played.
And from the first episode, you guys know that I'm a narrative guy.
Mhm.
I'm a feelings guy.
Mhm.
So some of my players are just players I've loved to watch. There's no rhyme or reason. I understand there's better players out there. For whatever reason, those better players didn't touch my heart. So it is what it is. But what we're going to do, we're going to start off today with just a little brief look around the NBA.
Was it 2 weeks in now? About 10 days in? When did the season start?
It started October the 22nd.
Shit, it's only a week.
Yes, we're 7 days in.
All right. So
And
most teams,
depending on when I actually release this, we could be 2 weeks in. So if Wemby has all of a sudden gone down with a broken leg, fuck, why did I do that, man?
No, don't do that.
We need to have like something big up here that just punches me in the fucking nose when I say stupid shit like that.
Give me a cushy ball, I'll just ditch it at
Yeah,
you.
man, that's just, fuck, what was I thinking?
Don't do
Because
that.
I desperately want to see Wemby
Fuck yeah.
have an injury-free year.
100%.
'Cause
What
this
he's
shit
done
is
so
crazy.
far. What he's done so far.
But I thought we'd just have a quick look at the standings and whatever jogs our memory from the standings, we'll just have a quick little
So most teams played 3-4-ish games.
minimum of sort of 3 games. So, all right, here we are according to ESPN standings from where we are right now. We'll combine East and West. We'll just go down through the rankings. So Oklahoma City Thunder, 5 wins, no losses.
Not unexpected. And look, they most probably have improved even with J Bub out. So, fuck, man. They're looking the goods.
I don't see how they're not going to win.
Mhm.
I don't see how they're not going to win. Chet has picked his game up. Cason Wallace has picked his game up.
Yep.
Mitchell is coming on for them as well. Dort's doing Dort shit.
SGA leading MVP so far, you think?
And averaging 40 points a game, I'd say. Averaging 40.
Easy, an easy 40, eh?
And he's already got a 50 piece and they're 5-0.
Yeah.
So what are you going to do?
Mhm.
They're just a crazy team. Well coached.
Start of a dynasty, bro. I keep on saying this.
Huge home court advantage too.
Yep.
I mean, my thinking before the season began was it's either them or Denver.
Mhm.
I didn't really see a third contender in there. I think to me, they were like in tier 1 and 2.
Mm.
And then from there, you're looking at your Golden States and Houstons. And, but fuck, I mean,
Oh, Houston sucks. They had a point guard. Fred Fleet didn't go down. Oh, I reckon we have a different conversation.
if he didn't go down, they might be in Denver's tier. I don't think they're challengers to OKC. But I mean, we'll just see how the season unfolds because
Yeah.
we're
It's a long season. Long
skipping the
fucking
gun here. Houston's
Yeah.
a bit further down the list, mate, further down. And surprisingly, Another undefeated team, Philly, 4-0.
Yeah, so that is surprising considering Embiid's still coming off all these injuries and everything else. But this is Maxi's team now, eh?
Well, Embiid hasn't played more than 25 minutes in a game yet. And
that's probably the most he's going to be able to play, to be as effective as he's going to be.
Well, I don't see why they don't just transition him to that sort of role anyway. Get him going early, give him a few touches, and then just sort of rest him and
play the first, play the fourth, and worry about the second and the third for someone else.
80 fucking 2-game seasons. If they can keep him healthy and Maxi keeps ascending and VJ, the rookie, VJ Edgecombe, looking great.
Did you see that block?
Did you see the dunk?
Oh,
the big extension. Oh, fuck. And I made a complete and utter betting rookie mistake. VJ scored 34 points in his first game. What did I do? Go and put a bet on him for Rookie of the Year. Flag wasn't playing that well his first couple of games. VJ drops 34, so I go and lay money on VJ. And then since then, he's not been bad. He's been around the 14, 15, but he's laid a few like shooting duds.
Yeah, but he's a rookie though. So.
Yeah. He does have a lot of like young Dwayne Wade about him.
He does. That's a good comparison, actually.
Yeah. He's sort of like 6'4", compact.
Yep.
Shooting, not too bad, but explosive athleticism.
Hops, the hops far out.
Not quite the defender Dwayne Wade was, but yeah, I like what I'm seeing. And Quentin Grimes playing well as well. You're going to love talking about another undefeated team on the list here. Everybody's talking about this team. San
Antonio Spurs, far out.
I mean, what do we want to say about Wemby? I mean, what the fuck can you say about Wemby?
He's arrived. So, look, the alien moniker is most probably absolutely perfect for him. We've never seen anything like him. He feels like now he understands what his body can do and what he can do. And he's playing aggressive inside ball, not relying on the three. He's taking it to motherfuckers and abusing them along the way. What's stopping him?
Health.
That's it. So,
yeah.
Touch wood.
No broken legs for Wemby. He's definitely turned the corner, man. Like, it's as if that time with the monks, they've just fucking said to him, Wemby, you are the biggest guy on the court.
Play big.
You can do all this cool shit. You can go between the legs. You can shoot the threes. Limit that to maybe 2 or 3 per game, not 7 or 8.
Yep.
And be the biggest guy on the court.
Take it inside.
And
no one's stopping you, big fella.
Yeah. And the good thing is, like, he's developed a lot more strength in the offseason. So when he's doing these drives to the basket, he's not getting knocked off. Not getting knocked off his line. His balance has really improved. So he's able to take these hits and he's just finishing over and through people, man.
Mate, it's 2 steps for him from the 3-point line to the basket. That's a fucking layup every single time.
There was that play against Brooklyn. He was out on the right-hand side of the court. He faked a 3-point shot, and then he's mucking around on his pivot foot, and he took 2 steps from just inside, and I mean just a foot inside the 3-point line, 2 steps at the rim. And it's like, what the fuck are you supposed to do with a guy like that? And it looks to me like his handle is tighter as well.
Yeah.
How can you have that fucking tight of a handle
when you're 7 foot, 6'5"?
And crossing over when the ball's got that far to travel? I don't get it, man. I don't understand.
It's a quick dribble. So he's not doing that, slow dribble. It's that quick pound dribble and back up to his other hand. And then how is the center, even the best centers in the league right now, able to keep up with him? Do you put a small on him? Do you put a lean guy on him? You just can't.
Well, as we said the other day off camera, AD would be the guy that you'd probably earmark in the league that would be the best capable of defending him. And he looked like he looked like me out there trying to defend.
Second rate, right?
It just, you calling me second rate?
No, I'm calling AD
Mother bitch. Yeah,
you're old though.
I'm younger than you.
That's true. Which is sort of
by a few months.
Yeah, but the problem, I give a little bit of a pass to AD because he doesn't look totally fit and in game shape, right? He looks like he's carrying something. But you're right. He's probably the most skilled defender out there that would have any chance against Wemby. But in this mindset, this aggressive mindset, this inside, I'm big, I'm going to play big. Man, sorry. League's over. It's Wemby's league now.
He's unstoppable.
Yeah.
There's nothing you can do with him.
Yep.
What I would love to see, I mean, this is just like if I could get him into a lab and create the perfect Wemby. And if that guy had a hook shot, not a sky hook, but if he had like a little
baby hook.
Yeah, like the little Shaq, like 2-foot jump step in the lane, little hook. As it is, I don't know what you're going to do with him, but if he had a little jump hook, like it's all over. And he's going to keep developing strength. He's only, 21, 22?
Year 3, bro. Just the start of year 3.
Like, in my head, I'm just thinking, please don't be one of these big guys, your Porzingis, your Sampson, your Murasan, your Sean Bradley. Like, don't be one of these big guys that just can't stay on the floor.
Yeah.
I mean, Phil Jackson said when he got to New York, he desperately was trying to trade Porzingis. He said, big guys that size will not stay healthy.
They do not have a good track record, bro, in the league. We know that.
But the good thing about him is from a really young age, he's been doing all the foot strengthening stuff.
Yep.
Because he already knows where the problem areas are for guys his size.
Look at someone like Yao Ming, right, who's twice as heavy as him, but what gets you is your feet. The big guys, they either get the ankle issues or the knee issues, the weight they can't carry. Now, he doesn't have the weight issue, but he's very lean. And they're big bodies in the NBA, so he's got to be able to go up against them. But I haven't seen a weakness in that so far. This is the year where he's shown that that strength that he's got, the muscle that he's put on, is actually working and helping him do what he's got to do. So
he's got the narrow waist and he doesn't have very broad shoulders. I don't think he's ever going to pack on enough weight that it's going to be a problem on his body.
But he shouldn't. I don't think he should. I think
No.
Yeah.
But I'm saying, like, even accidentally, like Giannis had the big broad shoulders. So once he started doing a heavy weight training regime,
beast.
Yeah, he became big. David Robinson again had the big shoulder, narrow waist like Wemby, but he had the big shoulders, so he had room on his frame to pack it on. But Wemby doesn't, so I don't think he's going to ever get big enough where it's going to be a problem. But yeah, fingers crossed, man. Because
and then fill out that squad. I mean, San Antonio's lesser players like your Vassell's and your Castles, they're in abouts, right?
Castle's having a jump.
Yep.
He's playing awesome, and it's fucking so hard to know on that court because he's got the exact same hairdo as Devin Vassell.
Yes.
With the little braids.
Someone's got to shave their head, make it easier.
But yeah, even like the whole team is playing well. Keldon Johnson shooting the ball well. Yeah, Vassell, Castle, Dylan Harper is fucking doing really well, and they're trickle feeding him.
I didn't know who Dylan Harper was. I didn't realize he's the
Ron
son.
Harper's
son.
Yeah.
Like fucking hell. You know what? The nostalgic side of me saying all of these NBA players whose kids are coming through now will come back to Boozer, who's doing kicking ass in the college.
Booze.
But this is fucking awesome. I mean, and you know, it shows obviously our vintage and our age, but you know, I love Ron Harper. He was a fucking dog at in the Clippers days, and then when he got to Chicago. But seeing his son going out there and doing good work, man.
They're only giving him sort of under 25 minutes a game.
Just coming on though.
But he's consistently getting double figures for him, and he's a real good passer, man.
Yeah.
I've been really surprised with his passing. But
how tall's he?
He'd be 6'5". I'd be saying 6'5".
Perfect though. Perfect for that role.
But he's real shifty in the lane. Like he's got this weird thing. I haven't seen a lot of players do it consistently, but he's got this thing where to create separation in the lane, he's like putting his body side on and really extending.
Yeah.
And he's just able to Euro step and do that reach finish around so many people in the lane. Like he's going to be good, man.
So San Antonio, if they keep this up, what's the ceiling this year in particular?
This year, 50 games, maybe round 2. That's sort of where I'm looking at them at the moment.
Like a Houston of last year.
They're going to be good.
Yeah.
And obviously this is all to do with health. I like to say, I thought the guard was going to be a weakness for this team.
Nah, it's not.
Now looking at them, it's going to be a big time strength.
I kind of see their Achilles heel is going to be someone like a Houston, that massive team that to some degree could beat up Wemby a little bit with all their centers and their big bodies. And Houston's got to click. Problem is they don't have a point guard now. Well, they do, but Shepard's not ready. But if they can get and figure out who's going to control the ball for them, I think it's back in the day, the Houston versus San Antonio rivalry in Texas is going to come out and take on SGA and OKC in the West. I'm not sure there's really anyone else. Denver maybe, but my problem with Denver is not that you can stop Jokic, and it depends where Aaron Gordon goes. If he can continue to drop 50s now and then and continue to hit that outside shot. Jamal's kind of plateaued, right? I mean, he came out and had that really good series, and then he did his knee, and then he's kind of plateaued where he is. And I don't feel they've got enough to get them deep into the playoffs. They was probably a second round team from my pick. But it feels like Houston, if they figure it out, that'll be battling out with San Antonio to take on OKC in a conference final.
Jokic hasn't really come out of the gates too hard yet.
But he never does. He always starts the season a bit slow anyway.
Yeah. And Murray, he looks healthy. Like he looks good to start the season, which hasn't happened for a while. But even he hasn't kind of really kicked off yet. So yeah, it'll be interesting. And Bruce Brown, I mean, he was a great addition, but I think he's washed.
Yeah.
I don't think he can be the effective kind of player he was for them in the last stint. But their rookies look good. Oh, not rookies. The rookies from
last year.
Yeah, Watson and so.
And what about LA Lakers?
Well, we could probably skip a few teams here. Chicago doing well at 3-0, but
go Josh.
It's early days. Aussie boy got the bag. Golden State 3-1. We just watched Golden State take apart the Clippers.
Easy
Yeah.
Easy.
And Jimmy Butler looked really good.
Mr. Butler, thank you very much.
Not James Butler, like another Aussie affiliated guy, Brett Brown called him. His name is actually Jimmy. Where are we? Miami 3-1.
So what do you think about the Lakers? Sans LeBron, they're looking all right.
All right.
It feels like, I say it feels like they don't need LeBron. I mean, he's serviceable and everything else and will be in addition to that squad. But
all right, well, just let me interrupt you for a sec because the audience don't know us, right, yet.
Oh, yeah.
So how do we feel about LeBron James?
Look, if you're going to get me started, I think LeBron ruined the NBA, if you ask me personally, and I think he's a head case.
Not a fan?
Nah.
A little bit narcissistic for you?
Totally. And what I don't like about LeBron, his limitations are never spoken about as true limitations for when we talk about the GOAT, right? So, look, absolutely admire he's played for 25 fucking years, absolutely admire where he came from straight out of high school and what he did and everything else. But don't tell me he's absolute clutch. And don't get me wrong, he's hit clutch shots. But when you fade in a grand final series like he did against Dallas, time and time again, and his inability to take over a game when it's required to bring them to the promised land, and 4-6 record, I don't care what anyone fucking says, that's going to be a blight on your fucking legacy no matter what. And then his attitude, it's all about me. You need to construct the team around me. I will go if you give me that promise, and I will dictate to how that team is going to be constructed. And the bullshit, the clutch sports media machine behind him, the propaganda machine to sort of prop him up all the time. And instead of explaining his deficiencies, they are attacking other legacies to bring them down, to bring him up. So putting that all to one side, I mean, he's 40-odd years old. I mean, what do you expect from a guy that age? Now, for someone to be able to play that long, yeah, great. Accumulative stats over a period of time are never going to be a peak of a career if you take someone at peak over a certain period of time. A 2-year peak is not a peak, but a 10, 12-year career that is at a peak compared to a 20-year career that kind of just plateaus out, I'm picking the 10, 12-year peak straight away.
It's about the best player in that window of the best that they ever were.
And now I challenge this. During Jordan's dominant era,
which was his whole fucking career, except for Washington.
Yeah, but
that never happened.
Then again, though, his stats in Washington aren't that bad.
20 points a game, yeah, for a 40-year-old.
And played, well, I think one season there, 80-plus games or something, if I'm not wrong, until he did his knee. But if you look at the LeBron era, the dominant players of that era, what's him? Steph over that period of time.
Durant.
The team, and Durant over that time. So you're talking about, did he dominate and was he the alpha dog throughout that whole time? No, he wanted to be, clearly, but no, there were other players there that were generational talent that you must probably say at their peak changed the game for the way they did and were able to dominate while he was there. No one ate when Jordan was dominating. No one.
Now, we're going to get called haters, right?
I know.
We're going to get called old heads.
I wear that with a badge of honor, bro.
And the thing is, I thought I made it pretty clear in episode 1, we love the NBA. I would never, ever go out there and deliberately try and hate on a player because I love the league as much now as I did in 1992. I dislike LeBron for a lot of reasons, and he is the main culprit for all of those reasons. The narcissism, the lack of self-awareness on this guy, the way that he always tries to construct the narrative and construct the legacy. Like at one stage, he whinges about being compared to Jordan, and then in the other one, he has an interview saying, "I'm chasing the ghost."
Yeah,
like
make up your fucking mind.
He knows what he's trying to do, but you never hear Jordan shaping his legacy. He lets the people decide that.
Well, that's what he said. Every interview you hear with Jordan, when they ask him, he's the greatest player of all time, he goes, that's not for me to say. Bron will tell you to your face and try to convince you that it's him. Yeah. I'm sorry.
And like when he won that title for the Lakers, he's having the interview and he's like, blah, blah wants respect and blah, and I want my damn respect too. And it's like, the fuck are you talking about, man?
Earn it, motherfucker. Earn that respect.
What are you talking about? Everybody talks about this guy. Like my thing is, I'm just so over the preseason, the offseason being about LeBron and what he's doing. Like, come on, man. He's 40-something years old. I've never liked his style of play. That's the thing.
Clunky, it's ugly.
Even when he was at his peak, he was just like a power freight train who obviously could do a lot of things, like very skillful.
Going downhill, unstoppable because of 240, 50 pounds going straight down the keyway with his athleticism, impossible to stop.
Let's say they're down by 1 point. He goes to the lane, gets fouled, has 2 shots to win the game. Do you trust him from the foul line?
No. But then again, I don't trust Luka from the foul line either.
I don't trust Luka. No. But yeah.
But I'd rather Luka have that shot.
Yeah, never ever been a fan of LeBron. I don't like his style of play, and I just don't like the personality that goes along with it. And all of the histrionics are fucking can't do it.
So he's sitting out now with that back scadia, or whatever they call that, sciatica issue.
It's no joke. I've had sciatica.
No, it is absolutely. And he's 40 plus, so he's going to have issues going along. Lakers look all right.
Yeah. Well,
look all right.
This is it, man. He didn't get a new contract. He's done after this year. He's got no trade clause, so I don't really know how they're going to trade him through the year unless it's to somebody that wants him.
Who's going to gut their team for him?
Yeah, we were talking about this. Dallas, that doesn't make any sense now. Golden
State's
State, what are they going to do? Give up Butler for LeBron? No fucking way.
And why would they? They've got something in Golden State.
And even if they like package something around Kuminga, you're going to need to come up with another 30 million of salary to make that work. I just don't know how it's going to work.
What's he on, 55 this year?
Yeah, he's in the mid 50s.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just can't see how that's going to work.
New management, new ownership in LA.
So
I think they see the future with LeBron.
I think they're just going to let the contract run out and then try and retool.
So he's a free agent next year then?
Yeah, unrestricted. At one stage, I did think they might trade Austin and try and get some help. But obviously,
just dropped 50 more.
Yeah, with the 50 piece. And it was a near triple double. So he was 50, 11 and 9.
Yeah. Without Luka too in that game.
Yeah, who was going to shoot the shots?
Yeah.
Fucking Rui. Yeah, all right, let's move on. Who else we got? Cleveland doing Cleveland things. Milwaukee, Giannis averaging 36 and 16. They're 3-1.
I feel like he's going to get frustrated.
Yeah, but shooters look good around him.
Mm.
Shooters look good around him. Utah, we can't really take anything they're doing. Denver, too early. Clippers, I said to you out there, look old.
Too old.
They look fucking old. Brook, and it's looking real clunky with Beal and John Collins in that starting five.
Yeah. Doesn't make sense, actually.
Nah, get done out. Get done in favour of Beal. Lakers at 2-2. Minnesota 2-2. Ant left the game with a hamstring injury.
Yeah, they reckon he's out for a couple of weeks.
Yeah, shit. That's trouble. They've got no scoring.
I know.
I mean, Randall can do it during the regular season, but they've just got no scoring. McDaniels doesn't score. Rudy doesn't score. Maybe DiVincenzo's a bit of a spark plug, but who's going to be the guy to get you points?
Maybe they keep their head above water and get Ant back healthy in, say, 3 weeks. They most probably could make a bit of a run, but they've got to get wins on the board now. Yeah.
Ant to me, bro, is this modern day fucking KG in Minnesota. How long is he going to sit there while they can't build a team around him?
Yeah.
I'm waiting for that. Have you heard of their rookie Berenger, this French guy center?
I have.
I think he got like 9 blocks in one of the preseason games. Waiting for him to come. He hasn't played a game yet.
They got Rocco there. Rocco.
The Aussie boy.
Hey, we've got to follow the Aussies. Shout out.
Boy. Toronto 1-3. Atlanta 1-3.
Dyson got paid. I hope it's not the case.
He's going to get fat. Wait for his brother Dash to come into the league.
Dash doesn't look fucking good, though.
25 million good?
Not straight away, but you never know.
Yeah. Is he as big as Dyson?
Pretty much exactly the same.
Really?
Yeah. A bit more polished offensively. Now,
really?
This is playing in the NBA. Yeah. So he's got a nicer shot, looks more fluid.
Yeah.
But defensive intensity's on par. So wait and see. The way they structure the NBL with their next stars, so he's a next star for the Melbourne United.
He's playing for Melbourne.
Yeah. Anyone who plays for
no wonder they're undefeated.
And anyone who plays for Dean Vickerman, Luke Travers did the same thing. They go over there and all of a sudden they become NBA ready to the degree that they can be. He'll go into the draft next year. Mate, who knows? He has a really good year. And the Next Star program is geared towards getting you to the NBA. So you come, play for an NBL club against men, get battle hardened, and all of a sudden, look at LaMelo, Alex Sarr, these sort of players that come through that program. There, they get into the NBA.
After years of not following the NBL, it was actually LaMelo playing for Illawarra, wasn't it?
Yeah.
That's kind of what tweaked my attention. And I'm going, wow, somebody with that kind of profile
come into play in the
would
NBA.
Come here as an alternative to college basketball.
Only problem now with college actually paying some of their athletes now makes it a bit more competition.
Yeah.
But you're playing against men, hardened athletes, basketballs on the international stage. And culturally, it's a good fit. You're coming to the US to Australia, you're not going to Japan or Europe.
Yeah,
put
man.
the NBL on the map.
I'm sure some of these young, talented young athletes coming into it would love coming to Aussie.
Yeah.
Go to the Aussie clubs, hit it with the chicks, you know what I mean?
Live it up, play ball.
You can only imagine the fucking punani LaMelo was getting, man. Come on. You can't tell me And he couldn't have even gone to a club in America.
No, exactly right.
Comes over here, 6'7", big swinging dick, fucking into the clubs.
And he played like 10 games for him too.
He would have been loving it.
Now, I'm not sure what the talent's like in Illawarra or Wollongong, but either way, he would have still cleaned up.
Don't knock it, man. Don't knock it. All right, what else we got going on here? Boston, 1-3, not looking good. But I've been saying to you since before the season started, we need to be treating this like a Tim Duncan year. Just fucking tank. Hand the keys over to Hugo Gonzalez and Peyton Pritchard and let's see what we got going here. Like, just fucking shelve Jaylen Brown. Jaylen Brown. Jaylen, Jesus, not Jason Brown. It's Jason Tatum. Yeah, man, shelve him for the year and let's just.
So, do you bring Jason Tatum back, or leave him just sit?
He's already come out saying he's coming back.
Yeah, I know, but do you want him to come back?
Fuck no.
Yeah.
What is the point? By that, I think it's all going to change anyway. By that point, we may not be playing for anything. By the halfway point, it might not be playing for anything. But
so he did his Achilles in the playoffs, yeah.
Yep.
So it's at least a 9-month injury. Yeah, it's probably no point.
Unless he just wants to get some reps in as like the start of his rehab.
Yep.
But I don't know. We shall see. Washington 1-3, Sacramento 1-3, Phoenix 1-3. We're talking about the dregs of the league now. The big surprise for me down here in the dregs, 2 surprises. Dallas 1-3.
And Cooper hasn't gone off to a great start.
He had a pretty good game. I think he had 22 and 6, I think.
Yeah, but then he got a dub game, 2 across the board. Shot 2 for 12 or something.
I believe he'll be a great player, but people were talking about him generationally before the draft, and I'd seen a fair bit of Duke in their final season now. I didn't quite see it the way that everyone else saw it. I deserve a number 1 pick, but when I'm talking about generational talent, I didn't see it that way.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. I think wait till Kyrie comes back.
Yeah. To me, he was more like a supercharged Kirilenko with a bit more offense.
Good 3-point shooter, though.
Yeah. But they're really lacking creation at this point in time. And the other big surprise at the bottom of the league so far is Indiana at 0-3. But they have been competitive.
Don't forget they took OKC to OT too.
Double OT. Siakam's looking good. I think they're missing Turner.
Missing Turner, absolutely. I can never say his name. Nembhard. Why do I say Nembhard all the time? Nembhard, and then obviously Hallie. Halliburton's in the same boat. Do you bring him back this year?
No.
So wait till next year.
No way.
Fuck, it's a shame because that team really was close to doing something last year.
Let's say, and the same thing with Tatum, let's say they're in the play-in race or maybe even 6, right? You bring them back. First round series, you're playing the top seed.
Yeah.
What is the point? And you're going from basically nothing to a 10 out of 10 intensity against the top team.
I think it's a little bit. No, it's most probably the same because they're both in the East. But the East most probably is far more open than the West. There's not a clear OKC in the East, right?
Especially with Boston out now.
Correct. So if Indiana get their shit together and they are, there and abouts, and Halliburton's ready to go. Really ready to go. Oh, you got to be tempted. Carlisle's got to be tempted to put him in and say, let's have a run here and see what happens. Because don't forget, where did they finish last year?
Indiana?
Yeah, 6th.
I'd have to go back and look at it. They had that terrible start to the year and then finished.
And then they flew home.
Yeah, finished crazy.
I don't know. The one thing I love about that team is the never say die attitude. Even though they're down by 20, you can't fucking count those boys out. Halliburton's the key to that. So if he's back and they're there and about, so if they run a 6 seed, if they're in a play-in, it probably makes it a bit harder because you've got to make sure you get those wins. But they're a 6 seed, and Rick Carlisle's looking at this going, you know what? There's a chance here. Let's probably roll the dice.
Look, man.
More so than Boston, I think.
Oh, yeah. If he's healthy, why not?
And Achilles a little bit different. The reoccurrence of Achilles injury for to rehab properly is not the same as a knee. So if it's ready to go, chances are you're not going to do it again. It's sewn up. It's tight. Yeah.
Speaking from a guy who's had knee reconstruction.
Thank you very much, which ruined any chance of me being a professional basketballer.
Yeah, it was the injury. Yeah.
I was grabbing the rim, dunking at 12, bro.
All right. Shall we get into it?
We shall.
All right. That's the NBA all wrapped up.
The top 10 list according to Clay.
Yeah, so the original plan was for you also to do your top 10, but because you're such a lazy fucking busy lawyer.
I did start. I don't know.
So you didn't do your homework, and this is going to be a recurring theme.
No, but I like this though.
So
do
what
yours
you're going to
first.
do is we're going to hit mine, and you're going to agree or pick it to fucking pieces. Is that correct?
Correct. And then we'll do the same when I do my top 10. Now, here's my issue though. And after having your top 10 list, I must probably, if I do pick the same players as yours on my list, we'll reduce my list to whatever it ends up being.
Yeah.
Go. Number 1. Oh, you start from 10?
How about we do some honourable mentions?
Okay.
Some guys that didn't make it into my squad.
I'm going to fall off my chair. I know it now. Go.
Now, you've already said a few of the names. I'm just going to come straight out and say them. I did not put Kobe on my list.
Fuck you.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Didn't put Kobe. And I thought that I gave very, very comprehensive reasons why.
The Mamba. You didn't put the Mamba. The motherfucker could score with the best of them. He's a mirror image of MJ. Obviously not exactly the same, but as close to a mirror image.
He's a 90% facsimile of MJ, which is cool, which makes him a top 10 player of all time.
Yeah. And a dog, an alpha dog.
But he's just not. I was a Shaq guy, always have been a Shaq guy growing up. And when Shaq started having that feud with Kobe, you were either on one side or the other. And once all that had played out, and he started being awesome again on his own with Pau Gasol, I could have been a fan of his, but then he
went up against Boston.
He went against Boston in 2 finals.
He did win one of them though.
So it was very, very hard for me to be a Kobe guy, and I just found his brashness when he was young just a bit too much to handle.
So did the whole NBA though.
Yeah.
I mean, don't forget, he came out and pretty much said, I want to take on MJ because he's the greatest of all time.
He made the All-Star game his second year as a starter. That kind of got him a bit, copped a bit of shit in the NBA circles for that.
So I see that as a negative, but I also see that as a positive.
Yeah, now I do. Like, with the attitude I got now, if he'd come into the league now, he'd probably be my favourite player. But just at the time, there were just too many factors working against him. And as such...
Rest in peace, Kobe. I still love him.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So why I would have him in there, because he transcends the game too. We talk about Mamba mentality now. And even the young kids these days talk about Mamba. They don't talk about LeBron mentality. They talk about Mamba mentality. That I will dedicate, I will be obsessed with becoming the best possible with the gifts that God has given me, and I will work harder than ever. I mean, that story about the Redeem team when all the other boys went out partying at the hotel and he's getting up at 4 a.m. and they're just getting back from the club and going to work out, and Carmelo's going, what the fuck is Kobe doing? And he's just going for his first workout.
All of those guys said the same thing. Like, watching him work, they realized, hey, I know where I need to be now.
And that is the prototype to get to where I want to get to. You've got to respect that.
100%. Yeah. So here's an honorable mention. AI is another guy I didn't have on my list.
Oh, my Lord. You are killing me, Clay. All right. Yeah. Explain to me what doesn't make a top 10.
Well, it's probably more to do with Philly, because I didn't like the way that team was structured. It was
just AI and whoever else they could get around it.
It was just 4 dog defenders, and AI was the only guy scoring. And as such, it was just very hero ball, very low efficiency.
You know, he's the best player under 6 foot of all time.
Depends, I guess, how tall you think Isaiah Thomas is.
I would put him above Isaiah Thomas.
Would you?
I would.
Oh, fuck. I mean, we're taking into account the off-court stuff as well. Like, his impact off the court was pretty massive. Like, when he came in, started throwing the tats on him and doing the braids and the clothes, like real hip-hop style, like, that completely changed. The chains.
That killer crossover, putting aside Tim Hardaway, which I do love as a player in the crossover, man, that shit was just ridiculous.
Honorable mention for me.
Oh, you're killing me here.
Charles Barkley.
Oh no!
Yeah, you're gonna hate me, man.
That's my list.
I know. Hey, you don't need to do it now. They're all dishonorable.
Oh,
can't do it.
Amount of how?
Hey, listen, man.
As a spectacle, watching a 6'4", generous 6'4" guy dominate on both ends of the floor and rebound like you've never seen before.
Yeah.
And had all the skills offensively, and he was a dog.
Too much holding the ball for 15 seconds, backing his big ass to the hoop, and then shooting over the top of people.
But a 6'4" guy's not supposed to be able to do that.
Yeah. So all the thunderous dunks and the fast break stuff and the handle, that was all cool. And some real impressive, like, highlight.
You seen that clip, the highlight clip when he's playing for Philadelphia, and it's a 4-on-1 fast break, and he's the one. Gets the block, gets another block, grabs it, goes down, pass, bang, two-handed jam, slams it
just
through.
About ripping the rim down. Look, and none of this is a slight against these players.
And he's a funny motherfucker too.
And I love his like fucking don't give a fuck attitude. It's awesome. Like, I love Chuck, but He just didn't make my top 10. This is...
I'm dying here.
Didn't we say before this started, there can't be a wrong thing because this is very subjective. This isn't
I
even...
take that back. You're fucking wrong on 3 accounts already, but
This
go
isn't
on.
even my top 10 list of the best players. This is just the players I love to watch.
How could you not love Chuck or AI?
I did,
Or
but
Kobe?
he was probably like 13 or 14 or 15
Okay.
or 18. All right.
I don't know if I can keep on doing your honourable mentions.
I just got a few more honourable mentions. Dwayne Wade.
Yeah, I see that. He's kind of a second tier or a superstar.
I've loved Dwayne Wade. Like young Dwayne Wade was fucking awesome, man, before the injuries started taking a bit of his athleticism away. Blake Griffin, big Blake Griffin fan.
Yeah, no, I'm a big fan of Blake. Awkward with his shot, but fuck me, that boy had hops, eh? He really had hops.
Just a bull.
Yep.
Just a bull on the interior. Like you were mentioning Sean Kemp to me one day, and I was looking at, like, I view 3 players in the exact same tier, Kemp, Amare, and Blake Griffin.
Amare pre-injury, eh? Yep.
All very, very similar players, all pretty good handle, all amazing hops, slashes. Yeah, I'd put Blake ahead of Kemp and Amare. But Amare in the pick and roll with Nash was just a fucking thing of beauty. A thing of beauty. And there was one year there where I think he got 26 and 9 playing off of Nash, and he was just looking unbelievable.
Amare didn't play defense, though.
I just think Blake had a better handle, and out of the 3, he was the best passer by a long stretch and ended up becoming a point forward pretty much for Detroit.
I think if you take those 3, obviously Peyton Kemp, Nash, Amare, and Chris Paul and Blake must probably still be as effective without his point guard.
Yeah.
And I think the other 2 must probably relied on their point guard feeding and getting the ball.
So you agree?
No, I do to a degree, but I don't. I agree as an honourable mention.
No, he definitely would make the top 10. But I did go and watch some highlights, and I was just like,
Speaking, dunked with ferociousness.
Yeah, man. Speaking of highlights, Vince Carter, honourable mention, bro.
Go on, give us your argument.
I'm telling you, go back and watch. See, Vince gets tainted. Number one, with the longevity, where he was a role player for a long time.
I know, but a role player, he still had hops.
Yeah.
And he could shoot. Vince could shoot.
Absolutely. I just think that people think about the Toronto situation, and that taints what they think of Vince Carter.
Yeah, but where was Toronto at that time? They were losing fucking everyone too, right?
But like when he basically gave up on the team and demanded a trade out, and got traded for whatever the fuck it was, Alonzo Mourning's half-decent kidney and some flotsam. But when he got to New Jersey, he fucking dominated again.
And he played well with Jason Kidd too.
Yeah, they played awesome together. But the guy had hops. He could pass, could defend.
And clutch. How many game winners did he fucking hit too?
Big time clutch. And could rebound. And shooting. I think if he played now at his prime, he'd be a 30-point scorer for 10 years straight.
Actually, honourable mention. He was probably right. Yeah, I'll give you that one. I do love Vince. I most probably would say second best dunker in the league of all time.
Ever.
Yeah.
I think he's the best in-game dunker ever.
I'd love to see his top 10 dunks versus MJ's top 10.
Bro. They're different kind of dunkers. Like
they are, but there was more majesticness to MJ's dunks.
Yeah. Vince was much more power, but man. He was just crazy, just a crazy athlete. Maybe even like more springy than Jordan. But yeah, love me some Vince. I got one more honourable mention.
All right. Hit me.
Mahmoud Abdul-Rauf.
Yeah, so, I do love him. He was the Steph Curry before Steph Curry, most probably with a quicker release.
Tell me what he would have done in the current game.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
He was definitely in the wrong era.
Absolutely in the wrong era, but so is Mark Price too. I reckon Mark Price would have been one of those players in that sort of league. With no hand checking and his quickness and ability to pull up from anywhere, and his 3-point shot. Everyone talks about Steph. I get it. And yes, there's no doubt he's the greatest. Don't forget, Abdul-Rauf did not play in a volume 3-point shooting era. Give him 10, 15 3-point shots in a game. He's giving you 50% of those. Easy. And quick. I take a massive issue with the league for blackballing him and pushing him out.
That was a big thing.
Oh, massive. Yeah. I respect his ability to be able to stand up for that and stand up for what he believes in. But he gave up his NBA career to do that. And it's such a shame. And whatever version, Chris Jackson or Abdul-Rauf version, from my perspective, the player was there and that player should have had the opportunity to continue to play.
The interesting thing with him was when he played as Chris Jackson, not that there was this definite line in the sand, but there was one off season he went away. Maybe it coincided exactly with the name change or slightly after, but he'd lost about 20 or 30 pounds and he came back because when he was Chris Jackson, he was quite pudgy.
Mm-hmm.
And then he came back and all of a sudden his explosion was just at a whole different level.
Yeah.
And his handle was tight. Oh, man, I loved watching Denver in total, but Abdul-Rauf was just crazy. And just one of those guys in the wrong era, completely in the wrong era.
Imagine him running off as many screens as Steph is to get open and the whole offense set up to do that for him. Mate, I reckon, I'm not going to say he's on par with Steph, but he would be right up.
He was a good 2 or 3 inches shorter and
not as good passer. I think Steph's a better passer.
Definitely not as good of a passer. And the handle was awesome, but probably, I mean, Steph's handle is all time.
It is.
So I'd say he's like Kobe is to MJ. Abdul-Rauf
is to Steph.
Is to Steph.
It's not bad.
It's not a reach. It's not a reach.
I'll give you that. Now I'm interested in your top 10 because about 4 of those players I have, and I would say the top 10 are players I love to watch.
All right, here we go, bro. All right, old heads and young heads alike. Thank you very, very much for tuning in with us for another episode of Old Head Hoops. Please, pretty please, help us with the show. Help us spread the word. If you're on video format, please like and subscribe. If you're on audio format, please rate and review wherever you have the opportunity to do so. And word of mouth means a hell of a lot. So tell your family, your friends, your loved ones, anybody who loves hoops, anybody who loves retro hoops, and anybody who loves the weird and wonderful tangents that me and Moose love to go on. So we would also love to hear from you guys. We would love to interact. We would also love to have some mailbag episodes moving forward. So please get in contact with us on our Gmail account, which is all one word, oldheadhoopspod@gmail.com. oldheadhoopspod@gmail.com. We'll definitely respond. And we also have an Instagram account. So we're at oldheadhoopspod. We have an X account and we're at oldheadhoops. And we have a Facebook page at Old Head Hoops. Just type in Old Head Hoops on any of these socials. You should be able to find us. So thank you very, very much once again, and we will see you next time.